to the Zoom. We made it. We did it. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to this morning's meditation. All right. We are covering the dimensions today, and this is all about orientation and our point of observation that we are orienting our minds to, which is going to hopefully help us drop more into the driver's seat, right? Identifying our metas, really being able to land and be in, I don't want to say control, but just be in the driver's seat of everything we are up to. So here's what I want us to do. We're going to do some LightLink. And a lot of today is going to be like a core workout. It's going to be kind of like the basic stuff of, if some of you maybe have done Pilates or just that warm up in the gym. Today is going to be like that warm up, that core basics of like just getting in and getting those fundamental muscles built and refined, but at that neuroplasticity level. And so I'm going to take us in. It's going to be like LightLink. It's going to be the foundations of LightLink, but we're going to be like building on it, building on the nuances of it. And as we're doing it, we're going to break it down into even more nuance and get into the distinction between the dimensions. And as we continue to build out of that, we're going to deepen into the dimensions as we go through the next several weeks, building out this sequence. So with that, go ahead, close your eyes, take a nice deep breath in. Let's kick off our LightLink. Big inhale and big exhale. Another nice big inhale and big exhale. All right, as I mentioned, this meditation is all about orientation. We could ask what we are orienting to. And as we always begin, we start here in our bodies, in what we perceive to be the third dimension, the 3D, from the body up to the sun. And so as you imagine the sun, send that link of consciousness, imagining the sun shining down on your mind, on your head, as you begin, breathing in and out. Give me one moment, just need to adjust. All right. And it's this point right here that we always start the LightLink from, because this is where we typically are showing up to in the morning and perceiving from, right? We send that consciousness to the sun. We orient, even with LightLink, from 3D right up to 4D, from the body to the imagined space, from the body to the astral plane. So again, we're noting the dimensions, we're tracking, labeling, giving our brain these reference points. And I don't need you to remember, I just want you to feel and distinguish what they are, because we're going to continue to build as we go today. This is going to be so much fun. So go ahead and toggle, a lot of toggling today, toggle between body and then up to the sun. And as per usual, notice how you imagine the sun coming down to the body. Do you notice it as warmth on your cheeks when you imagine it? Or is it bright light in your eyes? You imagine staring at it. How are you physically experiencing that sunshine? This is your orientation point. And it's critical. This toggling really matters, because ultimately, our frame of reference always seems to perceptively come from human first. But in meditation, we are seeking to come from the meta first, from our higher consciousness first. The whole purpose of this work is to actually invert or flip the orientation point. So if we were truly doing LightLink, we would be, when we land in the LightLink, we would be flipped. We would be coming from sun first down into the body. We know that we typically, like, that's the whole purpose of this work, is to get us to reorient and rewire. So let's go ahead and set ourselves up for that reorientation. So from the body, from the physical, feeling the sensation, go ahead and squeeze your face up, squeeze your hands, give yourself the physical. Imagine stepping out into the sun, send that link of consciousness up, feel its rays shining down upon you. Maybe even imagining the earth beneath your feet, but don't anchor too much into the earth. We're going to stay pretty focused on the sun today. And feel the sun's warmth as you imagine the sun. And now let yourself pop, almost as though letting all of the air out of a balloon, where it goes, and you kind of pop all the way out of the balloon and become entirely immersed in the sun. Like you've released your feet from the sun, or I'm sorry, from the earth. And let yourself all the way up into that ball of light. Releasing the body, and see if you can pop up into that, entirely surrounded and immersed in pure white light. And now see if you can toggle back into the imagined sunlight in between, where it's just you in the body, but imagining the sun up in the sky. And now using the 5D senses to fully come into the body in the physical form and feel the heat of the sun on your face. Maybe even the way it smells when you really have like a hot day, sun on your hair and your skin, at the beach. And now from here, let yourself pop all the way back up into that balloon, letting all of the air fizz out. Balloons always make that funny sound, right? Let yourself fizz all the way out. And now from here, being all the way in the light, I want you to plunge like you've jumped into the pool, all the way back into your body. Skip the middle and go deep into your fingertips, into your heart with a plunk, like you've plunged into the pool. And as you land, feel this time the heat of hot sand, heated up by that sunshine. All right, nice deep breaths in here. Excellent, excellent work. So notice how our reality is orienting from these different perspectives. As I talk for the next few moments, I want you to continue to toggle, just play with it. We have our third dimension, that physical experience of the heat of the physical body, which is purely experienced and brought into form by the five senses, not the fifth dimension, but by the five senses. And really, we have over 33 senses that are coming together to make this our reality. But truly, what we are experiencing in this moment is simulation. When we are fizzling up to the sun, up to pure light, when we are imagining the sun shining on our face and seeing it outside in the sky, shining down upon us, maybe even a tree, and it coming down through and between the tree's lights, the tree's leaves, the light between the leaves. All of these images, truly there is light that is coming down, beaming in, much like the projector. So when we fizzle up and become that immersive field of pure white light, even here, we're toggling into that space that is the pure meta, the orientation point of the simulation, where the collective begins. So as you breathe in and out here, I want you to pop back up to that fifth dimensional zone. And feel yourself observing that astral plane in between, toggling in that imagined space. That astral, the in between, holds every conceptual dimension in between. It has the low astral, where we get tied up in the highs and the lows, the emotion fields, where we get tied up in the angelic fields, everything imagined space. It has all of the vibrations, electromagnetic fields. It has the quantum field. It holds all of light. It holds all of mathematics. Everything we can perceptively imagine is held within that fourth dimensional space that we get to dream into existence. And much like water and ice being the same elements, one frozen, one liquid and fluid, our body, our physicality, our mind is simply processing as we imagine the fourth dimensional plane and interpret and process everything imagined in that space as we observe it here from this fifth dimensional, fully connected to the collective space, beyond collective, to the field. As we perceive everything laid out, our mind drops in and begins to process it. It begins to bring it into form. And as we melt that ice cube, as we really begin to connect to it, we lock it in through our five physical senses. And we bring it into form. The body is not, I should say the mind is not in the body. The body is in the mind. We are simulating the body. It is an incredible biological, ultimate simulation. So let's go ahead and come back to that all white space again. And this time, I want to have you hold that sunshine. And as you ease in to that fourth dimensional imagined space, I want to have you imagine a tree with the sun shining through its leaves, picturing your feet in the grass and bark under your fingertips. And as you gaze up, you see bright, deep, rich green leaves and bright yellow lemons and you pluck a lemon from one of the trees. You have to pull kind of hard, and the branch springs up as the lemon pops free. And you dig your fingers into the rind, feeling the sensation and the texture. And as that lemon breaks, releases, you bite into it. And that sourness of its juice, even in this moment, your body simulates the reaction of the experience of biting into that lemon. We are incredible, incredible beings. We have incredible light, a divine spark that is projecting this incredible experience into form, into physical form within these bodies. This simulation, this matrix that we are living within, these forces, these powers, and all of the dimensions, our beliefs, impacting our perceptions, impacting our realities. And if we believe and perceive that our body is first, then we must believe and perceive that things are being fixed within the simulation. If we believe and perceive that things are moving and fixing within the fourth dimensional plane, then we have greater probability of moving things within the web, within the weaving of the simulation. But if we recognize that it can all move as we dream it, as we perceive it, from where it is birthing from. And if we allow ourselves to orient there every day, to dock our minds in that orientation point every night, not in the human, not in the fourth dimension, but every night, in the same way we plug our phone in and come in and update our operating system, truly update it. Think of the power of resetting this human body, the genetics within it, the timelines held within it. Never mind the matrix and the simulation, whatever simulation we're on, at least 55,000 years at a minimum. Never mind genetic permutations and everything else. As we move through that fourth dimension, or we can just give ourselves a clean slate and start at the orientation of the pure white meta. That's the power that's at our fingertips, at the tip of our consciousness, at the tip of both creation and destruction today. So taking a deep breath in here, let's go ahead and toggle back and forth. Breathing in and exhaling out. Feeling the breath, this time between the wind and the tree from where you were sucking on that lemon, but feeling that wind being generated from some place deep within, an orientation point from some unknown place that you feel coming down a tunnel of creation from a light that casts no shadow. And letting that light, like a river, seep into your cells, recalibrating, awakening and enlivening, being drawn into your body and your system as every cell becomes little mini lemons of sunshine, popping like popcorn to life, empowering you to dream greater dreams, to orient, to land, to breathe deeper breaths, to hope for brighter tomorrows where the sun has no more shadow. And the shadows that are cast are illuminated from within. As you breathe in and out here, go ahead and roll your neck from side to side. Wiggle your toes, roll your wrists. And go ahead as you imagine again, biting into that lemon now, finding a seed within it, following that seed, and allowing that tree to take root deep within your soul. And as you feel that sunshine anchoring in, imagining it rising, within your heart, behind your mind, bursting into life as you breathe in and out. And go ahead and toggle back like the balloon into that pure white room, pure white light, allowing it to pour forth into all of your cells. And then as the cells come into form, letting them become mini rainbows, purifying into a crystalline matrix of light and love, cohering what is no longer needed as you breathe in and out. And the two become one. And all around you, a swirling of light, begins to open. And the matrix reveals your own form and ability to write your path. Taking a nice deep breath in. Nice big exhale out. Go ahead and lick your lips. Relax your jaw. Roll your ankles, roll your wrists. Open and close your hands. Breathing in and out. And let that fire inside of your heart rise. Let that sunshine pour through and forth. And let yourself burn bright, bright, bright as the sun. Raising your arms up, nice big stretch. May it be a brilliant day full of all kinds of sunshine. Namaste. So much love. I will see you guys all next week.